in my hand with two screaming kids while you were having a panic attack.
Meanwhile, we had 4'12".
Didn't quite know the channel.
Tucked tail.
Mark, are you having fun?
I am now. I wasn't 45 minutes ago.
Ahoy! We're the Boomershines, a family of four who have moved aboard a 56-foot motor yacht to do the Great American Loop and beyond. Meet Captain Mark. I'm Admiral Cinda. This is First Mate Belle and Bosun Rex. And we can't forget the ship kitties, Angie and JoJo. Welcome aboard as we share our travels and triumphs, trials and tribulations, tips and tricks for life aboard Seashine.
Welcome back, dear friends. We're delighted you've joined us. In this episode, the intrepid crew of Seashine weighs anchor after their first night on anchor off of Cumberland Island, Georgia. Someone get the Admiral a cup of coffee, will you? Let's watch this episode as the events of the day unfold and have Cinda considering calling the whole loop thing quits. Say it isn't so. Let's tune in to find out, shall we?
We did it. We survived our first night out at anchor. It blew hard and it's chilly, but we did it. And we stayed put. Let's see how we held. We should be in 18 feet of water. Look at that. 18.2. That's a good swing right there.
We had a bird on the boat this morning. Good morning. Why are you so sleepy?
You were watching that anchor
I
on
was
your little app?
so stressed.
She held great. Now we gotta get her off.
Stressed about that too. The wind kicked up, man, and we were moving.
But she held.
She held, but okay. Next time we anchor, I want to pick like a really calm wind night and a night with like a full moon, so we've got lots of good natural light. I mean, the spot was great.
We thought it was gonna be.
Spot was great. Anchor held, but Mama didn't sleep much. So the wind is kicking, so we're waiting to pull anchor until it calms down a little bit. She's watching birds. She's doing her school reading, and that one's learning about animals. Dad, what's happening?
The engines are not starting. And they sound like the batteries are dead.
And we're at anchor.
Yeah.
We didn't realize it at this moment, but Seashine's batteries needed replacing. Seashine's batteries were actually from the cellular industry, but researching and trying to find replacements while traveling almost every day doing the loop were very difficult, so it necessitated replacement of the batteries much later down the road. However, we did continue to cruise with them for quite a while, and we figured out a workaround. We would start the generator up at the dock or on anchor to put enough amperage into the batteries to get enough crank. While it wasn't ideal, it definitely worked.
So I just started the generator to hopefully get some power to them.
Want to run it for like 30 minutes?
Calm.
Doubt dolphins help. See them all? They're right out. There's a bunch of them right out there. See it? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Volts.
Okay, so you got batteries charged going into your batteries right now.
Seems to be.
Got dolphins off your starboard side.
I'm selecting the station.
Okay.
We're in neutral.
No, it's not. It's called Dogland
That sounded better. Hashtag problem solving. It made more noise. Let's just give it 20 minutes. Logically, it seems like it needs a little recharge, right? Would it be helpful to have it switch to the off position while we're doing all this?
Now we're on both batteries. Let's see if one. So that's more than 12.
It stays pretty much the
That's
same.
more than 12.
Okay, so the fact that they make a noise is good, right? Come on. Come on, Peaches. Okay, so Peaches is on.
So we could limp home on one engine. But that's a huge no-no. So we need to learn at anchor.
We gotta be on the generator on nothing.
Yeah. Well, just don't run the inverter overnight, maybe.
Okay. Go Peaches, go Creek. Okay, team, now we gotta get this bad boy off anchor. Everybody know their jobs. We'll see how we do. We can do this, guys. We're gonna do it very...
Oh, that seems easy. I was stressed about the anchor. Now I'm not stressed about the anchor.
We're gonna do it slow and serious and safe, okay? So everybody, no talking on your headset unless it pertains to the anchor. Everybody go pee. Everybody go to the bathroom. Why? In case you need to.
What do we need? Okay, bumping forward. Bow to the right. Bumping left, we go right. Bumping forward. Okay, is it under us at all? Okay, split throttle. Okay. Thank you, Belle. Okay, now stopping. Okay, you got some good slack. Is it muddy? I am so proud of us. Unfurl the flag. Oop.
Oh my gosh, we're off anchor. We got mud all over our anchor. We can't get our spray down going yet, but we are off anchor. Good job, team. Woo! And I would like to come back to Cumberland Island again in our boat a year from now when it's not so windy and we can deploy the tender. Yeah? Okay. Holy smokes.
That was legit.
Oh my gosh. I'm not,
You did it.
I'm not sure I'm cut up for this. I was up all night. I'll get confident in our anchor.
You were. I don't see how you could have been any more confident in what you just did, honey. You thought it out. You did it.
Well, and I figured it out. There's mud everywhere. We don't have our washdown working for some reason, and it was too windy to do anything but just pull up that anchor and get moving and not get a chunk out of the boat.
Well, I'd rather have a chunk out of the boat than a chunk out of your finger or leg as you were trying to.
Oh no, no, safety first. What have we done?
Been saying that. You say, what have we done? You need to mentally think we're doing it.
We're doing it! It's what's the best that can happen? It's just gonna be amazing. We're off to St. Simon's Island today. We are going to stay at a marina, and I'm gonna sleep, which is gonna be great, and we might see some friends. And then tomorrow we got a really long run to Savannah. Dad, we see a horse. I don't know if this is gonna pick it up, but we didn't get off the island to see the horses, but there is a horse. Get closer to that green can. What do you see?
Horses.
Horse on the beach.
A Cumberland wild horse.
Sure looks like a horse to me. What other animals have you seen since you've been living
Sea
on the
turtles.
boat?
A tuna being eaten by catfish and its eyeball has been gone. And a sea turtle.
And what about anything else in the water, Rex?
Dolphins.
Dolphins?
A lot.
of dolphins?
Pelicans. I've seen a 400-year-old fort and a cannon being launched. A real life cannon.
So glad we got to see you while we were here at Cumberland Island and never got off the boat. I want to go back already.
We got gypped.
We totally got gypped.
It's alright, we got other places to explore.
And we can come back.
You just wait. Chicken tender.
We got some waves in this sound. Look at that. What happened? Cats are seasick.
Jojo pooped at the wrong end.
What's the plan?
Okay, so we stuck our nose out in the sound, and I got freaked out because it gets nasty, and it's coming head on, but it's going to be in a beam to our starboard side, which is really going to rock us. And then, even if I had good water, I started panicking at the
Depth?
markers and the depth, and if we got hung up.
What's your vessel's name one more time? I didn't copy it before.
Vessel name is Sea Shine.
Roger, Seashine. Gotcha. All right, Seashine. So, just to be clear, I'm going to follow the standard ICW track that leads over into Jekyll Island.
Roger that.
Whiskey standing by, 6-8 out.
Sea Shine 6-8.
He knows the route better.
He knows there's an anchorage there, and yeah.
He knows it better, so we're gonna follow this cat across the sound. Now I'm gonna go brace our cats and our kids.
Yep. Tell him what's going on.
And if we can get through this, then we're okay.
Yeah.
And he has already said he may turn around. Got my life jacket on. We've got a big boat behind us. We're following a cat who's done this many times. So hopefully we'll be on the right track and right path. And then we're just gonna bounce some. Okay, hopefully Lady O and our friend on the catamaran know what they're doing. Here we go. Okay, so the big boat has already made the turn to come back in. So we're just gonna follow everybody's lead, nice and slow. Okay, up here the sailboat has turned right around red 32. And then we get to head back in.
Guys, it's gonna get rough again, okay? And it might get even rougher as we turn.
And we might turn around if we have to. You're good, Will.
Okay, I'm about to switch.
Rex, on your butt, on a cushion, and holding on
What?
the table.
following sea to our starboard beam. This is where our
Stabilizers work.
stabilizers are gonna make it. 20 feet, 18. Right behind me on 14. He says 5 minutes, it's gonna lay down. That was the worst part. That was the worst part. You okay?
What are you not documenting? The cat puking, pooping? I caught cat diarrhea in my hand with 2 screaming kids.
Well, we had 4-foot swells.
And we didn't
I
quite
turned
know the
around and
channel.
tucked tail.
I got crashed by a 7-foot wave.
No way. We the big problem is we couldn't understand the channel because it is tricky through here.
It's known for shoaling.
It's known for shoaling. We got nervous because even though we were doing it right, we just thought it was too shallow.
Well, the problem was we had a big on head sea. Coming into it, we turned to the port, and it was a trailing.
Anyway, our hero is that sailboat Simplicity.
Simplicity cat, we love you.
Who we hailed and said, "Hey, have you done this before? Can we follow you? What do you know?" And he said, "I gotcha."
He basically said, "Give me your hand.
I'll hold
Follow
your
me."
hand. And he also said that if it gets too gnarly, he's going to turn around.
He said, "I'm not so brave. We'll turn around too." But look at the white caps. Look, guys. That's the ocean, and those are big waves right there.
Mark, are you having fun?
I am now. I wasn't 45 minutes ago.
I was having a nightmare.
The cat's giving us depth readings. The cat in front of us, the catamaran.
My worst
And our
case
cats
scenario thought was getting grounded with a beam sea. So like we're not going anywhere, and we're just getting pounded that way.
Hands on the wheel.
Guardian angel. Hi guys. Just cleared Jekyll and we're headed to St. Simon's, which is over there. And there's Sea Island somewhere over there. I would like to go visit, please. I would like to move into Sea Island and sail the boat. Okay, so we made it to St. Simon's. Hallelujah. Look at that gorgeous boat coming in. Whew, now I gotta get the electrical hooked up, the water hooked up. Gotta wash some bedding that got puked on, and I gotta clean some clothes. It's a glamorous life. Oh, but it's an adventure. Okay, what's our next problem?
Today has been a fun one. We got no power from their dock. We've had power at other docks, no problem.
Mark, do we have a new hero?
We do. Well,
Barely.
Jake
All right, we're off.
just solved our problem. Hey guys, I'm gonna take you to the pool in just a minute, okay?
We good? Starboard.
I'm still alive.
Hold on, Rex.
I need to pass you.
Is it working?
I don't know yet.
I got on my left. Mom, help me. I was gonna shoot.
Okay.
That was an eventful day.
I'm on my way to the laundry for a big washer to wash your Betty's because the cats christened it.
Yep.
Power doesn't work on the boat. I think it's the Marina's fault.
Yep.
Combination of the Marina and our boat.
Yep.
Yeah, saucy crossing.
yep, but we did it. We did everything.
We did, and we're all in one piece, and that's really all that matters, right? But if, like, how bad do you want to just go home right now?
That would be the easy way. The easy way out, and we'd kick ourselves. Oh, that would be such.
I would.
Yeah.
I'd go home in a heartbeat. If we didn't have our house rented out, I'd be hard pressed.
Okay. Well, let's talk about it.
Okay. This is your third Marina pool. How do you rate it?
Approved.
You approve?
Yeah.
Dad, what'd you say about the good news for today?
Good news is that we had some serious obstacles and we overcame them.
We did.
We're second guessing our choice of life, but we overcame our problems.
Okay, so you turned the boat around and went back to whence we came for safety. It was a good call. It was an excellent call.
I think it was a good call.
It was an excellent call.
And I caught 67 pieces of cat fur up.
Y'all, the cats are hurling and pooping at the same time, and you two are like, eh.
No, I was in the nothing but on the couch.
I know this is such a cool adventure we're on, but I would, yeah.
We can't keep saying that, though.
Hold the story.
Okay.
We interrupt this video.
We're stopping our story because we have a story that we really need to tell, and we did not record because after we got back from the pool, I had a complete meltdown, mental breakdown. I don't know what you want to call it, but I quit the loop.
Picture it now. We were in the boat in Seashine on the stairs
leading to our stateroom, away from the kids.
And yeah, you just shut down, and we did not have the desire to take out a camera and record your breakdown and our marital. It wasn't a marital fight by any means. It was a...
I just quit the loop. I was exhausted because I didn't sleep at all the night before. I was worn out from the day. I was scared during the day. Our children, especially our daughter, she was really scared. And there is nothing worse than seeing your child frightened because of a situation you put them in. Now, in hindsight, we were fine. We got in way worse water, but I wasn't having fun. It was so much work. It was expensive. And I quit. I was just like, I'm done. I'm out of here. And you said, you can't quit.
Well, that was one weekend, mind you.
Mark's like, you can't quit. And I was like, oh, yes, I can. Watch me.
Quit. One of the things was we had rented our home. We had nowhere to go.
What kept us from quitting was that logistically it was almost as difficult to quit and figure out, okay, where do we live for a year? Our kids weren't enrolled in school, so I'd still have to homeschool. It became very challenging.
Like, I'm going to Europe. It'd be cheaper to rent a villa in Italy and just stay put.
100% it would be. And, maybe that's our next year-long adventure. But
I won't have to teach the kids every day. We won't be moving every day.
I won't think I'm going to die. I know I sound very dramatic, and had we had power on that dock, we might not have ever moved because I would have just been a resident of St. Simon's and that would have been fine with me. And I know I sound ridiculous, and I think the best analogy for all of this is imagine being a first-time parent with a newborn. You are so excited to have that baby, and you have planned it. It took us a very long time to have our kids, so you are grateful beyond belief, but you don't know what you're doing. There's a steep learning curve. You're afraid your child's going to die, and it's just, and you're supposed to be happy and it's supposed to be glorious, but you're struggling, and that's how I felt that first week of the loop.
You had postpartum loop syndrome.
Yeah, something like that. So I had a full meltdown. I called a friend of ours who was a gold looper and had looped with kids and asked her if she had had any struggles like that. And she said she'd put the for sale sign back on her boat, not once, but twice. So that made me feel a lot better.
And I think your phrase, looped with kids. I think looping with kids, as amazing as it is, adds a whole nother layer. Parenting is difficult. It's amazing, but it's difficult. Put it on water, and for us, put it on a boat that we had just purchased.
It was just a lot.
We had purchased Seashine 6 weeks before, so we were learning Seashine. We were parenting.
We weren't sleeping.
We were trying to teach.
Oh yeah,
you were trying to teach.
You sleep with one ear open, like newborn parents, cause you do that on a boat, cause you just have to be aware of anything that goes bump in the night. So I didn't sleep well. We came up with 3 workaround solutions.
One was, I said, let's just take it day by day.
That was a great one. I was overwhelmed thinking of doing that intensity for a year, and I was like, I don't know, I can't do it. I don't know if I can do it.
Yeah, when you start thinking of this is our life, I can't imagine selling everything and moving on board for the foreseeable future. This, at least,
we knew we were going back home, but
we knew it was going to be a year-ish or a little bit more. But that 365 days plus is that can be intimidating.
That was intimidating. So Mark's like, let's just take it one leg at a time. We can quit, at the next leg, but can you make it to Savannah? And
I just need you to go one more day.
My parents were meeting us.
One more day.
My parents were meeting us in Savannah, so that was an excellent carrot. Looking at the loop one leg at a time when I was super stressed was very helpful. The second thing we did, I think, which was most critical, is we knew some things had to give and some things had to change. And we had grand expectations of having all this free time on the loop and editing all of our videos real time and keeping up with everything everywhere, in addition to working, looping, being tourists to see things on the loop and educating our kids. And the social media aspect just had to give. So we just gave up the hope of editing.
Which is why
we're editing now.
Right now.
Thank you for your patience. We very much appreciate it. But that was one of the things that had to give. I couldn't keep up with we got so many really nice direct messages and emails and, shout outs like, stop here, we'd love to meet you there. And I couldn't keep up with it. So if I didn't respond, I'm so sorry. It's not you, it's me. But that was another thing that had to give. We also realized I realized we weren't going to be making gourmet organic meals every day. We were going to be eating out a lot more than anticipated, and that was one of our workarounds. All right, we did the loop to do the loop and to make those memories and to see those sites and have that adventure as a family. So that was our priority. So then we rejiggered and focused on our priority.
And we're doing these videos, one for fun, two hopefully to help other people.
Yeah,
and
to
inform,
to educate, to hopefully make you laugh. The third thing we did is we sat still for a day because I was not leaving the dock until I felt more confident helping you navigate. We got into a pickle because I wasn't helping Mark navigate. I wasn't the second set of eyes. I didn't understand our new boat's navigational systems well enough to be upstairs helping him through that sound. I mean, I was also busy protecting our carpets by catching stuff in my hands.
But I think regardless of what we knew or didn't know, there's a tool that everybody uses on the ICW.
Which I wouldn't leave the dock until we
especially through South Carolina and coastal Georgia and all of that, where it gets super skinny water, and it's called Bob's Tracks or Bob's 423. And it's a gentleman that routes the deepest route through the ICW, and it shows up on a chart as a blue line, and it literally becomes a video game at that point. Just keep the boat on top of the blue line, and it's brainless. And you have faith in Bob, and everybody swears by Bob. We did not have that tool, and we didn't have that confidence. Once we got that,
so much better.
You just follow Bob. And Bob would sometimes have you going right towards the coast, and you're like, where are you taking us? And then he turns left and you look, and sure enough, that was the deepest route.
Thank you, Bob. So we didn't
and as a free service, he just does it.
It just takes a little time to overlay it onto your nav. So we took the time to do that, and then everything was exponentially better.
But all the way up till Norfolk, that gave us the confidence that we weren't going to run aground at least.
And we never did.
Or reduce the chances.
I mean, never fully aground. We did have one.
So, all right.
Brush. Okay, so I think that's it. So we did all those things. I calmed down, and then the best thing that happened, you'll see, is a friend stopped by, and then we were back in business. So anyway, thank you for listening to this intermission. Please know that the loop is hard, and that we also understand that it is we're incredibly fortunate and grateful that we got to do it. So
back to our regularly scheduled programming.
Bing! Okay, this is a gorgeous marina.
It's gorgeous.
Except for the fact that our power doesn't work. Which is
why it's so gorgeous. It's all new and it has all this fancy electricity stuff.
That doesn't jive with our 1987 boat?
Yep. So he gave us a book in there, and there's a guy that is a boat electrician basically, and we may be able to call and say, here's the situation, and he may be able to help us diagnose and say, well, do you have this or do you have this? That's the common fault. But the problem with our boat, the great thing about our boat is it's been heavily refit. The fault with our boat is it's been heavily refit in situations like this.
My dear friend Sissy from back in the day of Soon-to-be, and Sissy made it.
Sissy made it.
Has come to visit us. We have a beautiful sunset. Mark is still hauling lines.
She's been good distraction for a day that needed distraction.
But this sunset makes it all better.
Horseflies that attack you when you're flying.
Oh, did we mention the giant horseflies?
What a horsefly is doing in the middle of the sound.
This is the beginning of this awesome journey. And they've just come into St. Simon's Island. It's been a day for them, so I'm very happy to see my friend Cinda.
I started crying when I saw you. It was just little tears. Okay, seeing friends along the way makes it worth
all
it.
Worth it.
Wasn't Miss Sissy awesome? Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I needed that. This is a charming little marina.
Gorgeous.
Yeah?
I think it's the fanciest one. So fancy we can't get power.
I forgot the comforter and the marina laundromat. But now, I think we're good. Which boat doesn't have power? Oh, it'd be that one. Good morning from St. Simon's. We're off to find the free muffins that they give transient boaters here. All the other transient boaters have left. They've all left early. But we're staying put to clean the boat a little bit and figure out what's going on electrically, and for all of us to just relax a little bit, maybe. We have lots to do just in prepping for the long run to Savannah, and we're gonna run a couple errands while we're here, get a couple things that we've discovered we needed, and then tomorrow we're hopefully gonna head out with another looper boat, so we won't be on our own, which just seems like a much better idea. So, but first, coffee and muffins. How do you like your muffins at Morningstar Marinas?
So good.
And as it turns out, they actually deliver them to your boat, but we got 2 more because we have 2 stowaways. And now we're gonna go walk the docks, burn some energy, and get ready for boat school, like proper boat school, not like moving boat school. See how that goes. My thought for today, the plan of attack, is you're going to borrow the courtesy card that the Marina has. You're going to go to West Marine. You're going to get the extra things that we need that we have discovered. Hopefully they have them in stock, because they did not have extra fenders in stock in Fernandina. And then I'm going to do boat school here. You can also hit the grocery store if you do a targeted attack. Okay. And if all goes well, and while they're at boat school, I'm going to do some work. And if all goes well, we'll play this afternoon.
Okay. The generator is not being put into anything. So now I'm going to turn the generator off. I'll come over here. I would usually wait 2 minutes for this compressor to wind down, but it wasn't on to start with.
Just because you just turned the generator on.
Yep. So now I'm going to press this, and you should hear it click and this turn on, which is that outlet.
Okay, and that's the inverter.
Yep, here we go. Or not.
Hashtag problem solving.
You've been to a port and it was called Fort Benning. Is that the one that you went to?
Look at Rex being such a helper. So we hit West Marine, which was extremely close by, and a Winn-Dixie. Isn't that handy, Rex? We got a new American flag, so we're not ratter-tattered. And 2 big fenders. Hopefully those are the right size. Might have to return them. And the Marina had a courtesy car. We caught some fish. He's gonna snag his fish. Look at it, just slam it down.
And he's off.
Can't even chew it.
Hey, you two motored right through this area on your boat. Did you see the lighthouse? Making friends. So we're just sitting here. They're playing on the playground. Okay.
Non-boat time.
We've got to make a point to get off the boat and find local playgrounds.
Yeah.
Uber is going to be our friend.
They're playing with other kids. It's amazing. I'm very glad we're not on that channel right now. Like, what do we do if we...
We were in we were in that channel yesterday. Like, can you imagine? Mark. That's big.
Look at the bow.
You're going out to sea. No, thank you.
Me coming in my boat?
Oh my goodness. Butter cake? Where are we? Where are we eating dinner right now? Anybody remember the name?
Half shell. St. Simon's.
That is so good.
We're in St. Simon's, Georgia, and we're about to go to Savannah.
That's right. Good job. And look at that glorious sunset. So cool, right? Absolutely gorgeous. Do you have a loose tooth? How wiggly is it? Oh, it's wiggly. Will the tooth revisit you at the boat? You gotta be still. Your tooth. Okay. I can't. It didn't come out.
Can you pull it? Pull. self-extracted.
You just
Look at me, Rex.
You just
Give me a bloody smile. Let me see.
Well, friends, there certainly was a bit of change in crew morale in that episode, eh? You know, I can't say I blame Admiral Cinder. Catching ship kitty excrement in one hand and throw up in the other definitely would cause one to consider their life choices. Stay tuned for the next episode as the crew press on one day at a time to Savannah to meet Gigi and Paw Paw for much-needed family time. Until next time, please remember to shine on!